what you have with carpal tunnel is, here's the hand. So the bones form the bottom part of the tunnel, and then there's some thick strips of ligament or tendon across there called retinaculum, which is like a little bit of a bandage over there, and that makes the tunnel. Okay, so that's the carpal tunnel, because these are the carpals. The problem that people get is if you build up a lot of tension in the tendon or injury in the tendon, what happens to the tendon is it then swells because it's inflamed, it swells a little bit, and that leaves less space in the tunnel. So if you get enough inflammation around in the tunnel, it starts to push on a nerve, and then you get, it's pressure, yeah. It could happen from sort of straining in yoga practice, pushing too hard on the wrist and not having enough condition and strength in the forearm. So that's these muscles on the forearm. But interestingly, what I do know is a lot of the treatment for carpal tunnel is moving with the shoulder, is mobilizing the shoulder. Has anyone worked with that before? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have bad carpal tunnel, but if I don't work with my shoulder properly, then it gets all the way trapped underneath the scapula.
Right, so something under the scapula. Yeah. It's funny, it's like I often get problems with this one as well, with this shoulder, but for me it's because I know it's a pinch right there in the spine. So it's a muscle spasm at the spine here, which gives me problems out here. And it's from surfing, basically. So you can mobilize the carpal tunnel by working away from the site. You know, a lot of people will go for the injection in there to, you know, the cortisone injection or whatever, but it's because something else is bunched up somewhere else. So along that pathway, from the back here all the way out to there, or from the chest perhaps, if you get something bundling up here in the material, it'll have an effect out there. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, which is partly why I think those mudras that we use in Yoga Synergy are really handy, and people keep telling me they're really, really useful. And they're things that physiotherapists use.